EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action now, Levis. And this one too low. Look at this Baltimore defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. 3rd and short. It's Levis. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Pulled in at the 24. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
The Ravens at 5 and 6 to start play. Hey, Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Jackson Ravens will take over at the 30-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, Cook. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 2. Third and 2. Here's Levis. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and they will take over first and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Yo.
Throw caught by Flowers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Flowers going to go in motion right. First down, here's Mitchell. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Here's Jackson. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some... There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones. 72 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7.
York to kick off for the Browns.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 49-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Flowers going to go in motion right. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great work.
Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Off the play fake, Levis. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First and 10. Here's Levis. Incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he should have put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Here's 2nd and 10. Levis now off of play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And Levis going back to the air. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this group, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now that'll be caught by Cobb. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
1-yard gain brings us.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 9. Levis to throw off play action. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. But they go play action. Here's Levis. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Jackson. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. That's another one complete to Mitchell. call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down. And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second
Jackson from the shotgun.
at the 44-yard line.
That'll be caught. It's caught. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. Jackson now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick. And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now. Levis escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Levis now on 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
One final shot before the half. Here's Levis. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now Jackson. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Now Lamar changing the play.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13.
13 yards, the tally on the return there.
And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Levis's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Third and 5. Back to throw, it's Levis.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's got room at the 30.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Again, it's Cook. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense.
We have an injury on the play, and it looks like the running back, James Cook, is the one who's down. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Jackson throwing complete there to Flowers. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 52 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no place. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Levis on 3rd down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are right back in this football game. The Browns drive about to get started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense so far on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Second and 10.
Hey, middle. Sit up. Report. Danny.
Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Go.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Browns are right back in this close football game.
Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Levis now off of play action. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them. Pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Levis.
Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Off the play fake, Levis. And he's caught. They'll have the first down and more than that.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Levis will try to throw for the 2.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown.
Cooper Kupp, 82 yards. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Levis to throw off play action. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Oh, he shifts past him. A big play that time for Cleveland. 59 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Browns on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Levis looking to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jackson. That'll be caught by Cobb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Hey. No, we changed it. Hey. Right now.
Here's Jackson. And this is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, report. You at X. Yeah.
Jackson to throw. And he is going to have the first down. And that might not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they should be able to run it down from here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Hey, report.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get...
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it. It's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it. It's like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure. Please, not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure.